brush kit, and I'm going to go through the brushes. I'll show you what you can win. The brush sets that I normally use are something that I bought at the London College of Fashion when I was taking makeup courses. So the short courses that I took, one of them was about fashion through the decades, so we went from the 20s all the way to the 80s and we did different looks, and the other one was it was more generalized. There was a catwalk look, and there was an editorial look, and there was makeup looks for black and white film. And so when I took these courses, I was a complete beginner. I didn't know about YouTube. I had choices in terms of different courses that I could take, and one of them was more sort of elementary, like how to apply foundation and how to do natural looks, and I just thought, oh, that sounds really boring. So I thought, oh, well, let's do the, you know, the really juicy courses. And so they were like beginner/intermediate courses, and I thought, well, it says beginner, right? So we'll be fine. So when I started the course, I realized that everyone was a professional, and everyone either worked for MAC, or they worked for Giorgio Armani Makeup, or they had their own beauty salon. And I was the only one that had no idea what to do. And we have to pair up, and we have to like follow a demonstration after the teacher shows us what to do. And so I was paired up with this girl that's a professional at MAC. So basically she just thought I was a complete idiot because I had no idea what to use for what. And so I was just like, okay, yeah, and what do you do with this one? Oh yeah, yeah, of course. And what do you do with this one? Oh, duh. Yeah, so that's about me and my makeup course. Basically, these Sigma brushes you can get in kits that are smaller. You can buy them individually. I'm just going to go through my favorites and just show you anyway what you get in this particular premium kit. First up is a small eyeliner. This is an E10 brush. This I like very much because it makes really thin lines. If you're going for like a really subtle line, it's good. Compared to the brush that I had with my original kit, it's a lot finer, so you can create a lot skinnier lines. Alternatively, I've already spoken about these brush sets that you can get on eBay. One of you said that you got it for $2. I paid £2 something, and you certainly can use quite a few of them actually as a liner brush. This is just one example. Next up is a flat definer brush. This is an E15 brush. This is super useful. You can use it to color in the lower lash line and also the crease and just make shapes here, shading here. It's, I think, one of the most useful brushes in the Sigma kit. And you can buy these individually, so this is pretty cool. But one thing that is missing from the Sigma set is slanted brush. I mean, logically you could use this for your eyebrows, but it's kind of easier to use this because then you can just really get into the between the brows. Whereas this is a bit flat and awkward to use. This is an E20 short shader brush. It's similar to the other one, except I think it's got a slightly wider head, so it can do a bit of a sort of a smudging action too. Again, you can do very similar things in terms of that and shading in the crease, but also you can kind of blend a bit more with this one, which is really nice, and sort of smoke out the lines. This is an E45 small tapered blending brush, and this is the brush that I got in my original kit. I like this one better because of its tapered kind of edges. So there's kind of shorter hairs and they go longer, whereas this, they're all even in length. And so this one allows you to have more accuracy because there's more of a kind of a point. Another blending brush, this is called an E25 brush. So this is a MAC 217 brush, and this is that one. This is a lot cheaper and really similar in its quality and what it does. And this is for like smoking outlines much more than the small tapered brush. The tapered brush has more accuracy, so you can actually place color, whereas this is really just to blend, and it can go over large areas. This is a tapered blending brush, E35, and it's very similar to the other blending brush. It's really nice and soft. An F75 concealer brush. This is my original concealer brush. You can see the head is a lot wider. So basically it's more useful to have a wide head, say if you're like going around the lips with concealer just to define the lips. It's kind of nice to have that extra width. If you have a spot, this one would be more useful because unless the spot's huge, this one should cover it better. This is an F65 brush. This is a large concealer brush. I guess this would be more for shading around the nose. I don't really do that so much, but if you like to kind of shade around your nose to give it more definition, this is a good brush for that. The F35 tapered highlighter. Now this one is to create this kind of a highlight just above the cheekbone, and this is actually really nice. It is quite a soft brush, so it feels quite nice on the cheek. And because of its tapered edge, it won't just spread all over the place. It will be quite accurate in where you place it. This is an F15 Duo Fiber Powder Blush Brush. It's got synthetic fibers as well as animal hair. This is a powder blush F10. This one I find a bit sort of harsh, whereas this one is a lot softer and gentler on the cheek. It's a much more pleasant feel. It's an F25 Tapered Face Blush, and this is great if you like to put powder on your face. I've got very dry skin, so I tend to not put powder on my face, but if you do, it's really nice and soft. This is an LO5 Lip Brush. It comes in a kind of a silver case, and then you pop it on so you can have your long wand. And this is how it looks compared to the lip brush that came with my original set. It's got sort of a smaller head, which is kind of more accurate when you place your lipstick because it doesn't sort of like wibble wobble everywhere. It just kind of stays straight. So it's kind of nice to outline the lips, and also I quite like the feature of it popping into its silver lid, so you can just, it's kind of a cute thing to put in your bag. This is an F20 Large Powder Brush. If we do use powder, again, this is really nice and soft. Actually, it's quite fun to just do this with. It's quite soothing. So one of you can win this complete brush set. It comes in this nice matte black case, and it snaps shut just like that. It's kind of a nice slick thing to have along with your makeup kit.